đang bị cái lỗi liên quan đến get articles. So I think I should speak in English rather than Vietnamese because I coding. I think English describes programming terms a little bit better. I mean, much better than Vietnamese because I don't want to translate all my code, into Vietnamese. So anyway, for now, I think I have an error in querying Elasticsearch. So basically, when you see at this program, you see that it has a body, and what it does is I want to get the API key, and then I will just print it out first, the body first. So if you look at this terminal, got the body here, which is the result I want. It has data in it, so it has ID, the document, the source, and stuff. So if I want to parse it, I can simply just simply point to it, source. So it could be like that. So I will be right back in just 1 minute. I do have some dehydration for now. So I got this trial test here. Test a bit web. So I do have the value of B. Because this one has a lot of salt, to be honest. It's salty. So I'm not sure what the difference, because if I paste it directly to the So yeah, I fully believe it will work. So it does print out these things, and then it's just not working. So if I revert this code a bit, okay. Now if I just log out this, I suppose that we just return none here now. So I got the result here, and the ID is like this. So I suppose that it's because of the ID. I don't think it's able to find it inside the Elasticsearch query, and it's not. It's then must checking for the database. All item is needed. So I think the ID is just wrong. It's just not because of the Elasticsearch, and it's quite normal actually. So I believe if I go to my browsers and then I go to Elastic View, I go to index, I go to the API key, and I think I can remove this guy for now because I don't think I need that. So now if I go to API key, I will try to search for the key that I was trying to looking for. It's way up here, you know, and it's just not there for some reason. So my expectation is that for all the API key I've created here, it should be go up here, but for some reason it does not do that. So I just need to debug it right now. So there's two things I need to do. The first thing is that if we cannot find the data inside this Elasticsearch, then I should you know, I should do a recovery on that. So for example, if I cannot do any query, you know, for example, like if I'm looking for users and I cannot get any article of Orbit, I cannot get all that key user out of it. No. So this one is basically I'm looking for all the users that's related to the API key. So because the API key is related to the groups, you know, it's related to group user. So every time I try to so every time I'm trying to request, you know, for the article for the API key, I must get all the groups from the API key and also get all the users attached to the API key. So all the Orbit relation is really about, so the API key, you know, when I am able to. So this one is basically I'm trying to look for the API key. So this means that I request for the API key, and this is the result API key. So if I got it success, you know, then I just not return. I just, you know, I just throw the. This is where I'm unable to get the API key inside. So So the next thing I do is trying to get the result body, for to get the users at the group. So this is a packy groups, and then I will just searching for the group. This request to get group user. So I will get the result group. Result group. I would change the name because I think it's a lot better if I just change the name that similar format to. I'm not sure about this part actually. Oh, I'm creating for your users. So so basically this one is I'm creating in the users index, and I'm looking for all the users that inside the group, and then it just up, and then here I search for all article. That's it. That is the pretty much sum up anything here. Part. It should work. So anyways, when I go through it, I see a problem here. So the problem is basically mean I'm failed in getting an article from the Elasticsearch. So I should able to get article from the database. Things. So get articles in database. So it will return basically the same thing. Here I return the key and it should be a string. So you know what? For this part, I assume that since I have an issue returning the article inside this one to do to the database issue or synchronized issue, I would rather thinking of a solution where when I try to retrieve the Elasticsearch, it's failed to get the data from Elasticsearch. Then I should create the Mongo database, and when I create the Mongo database, it should try to re-indexing the data. So I need to think of what data I need, right? So for this part, I need to re-indexing search a query Mongo database. So because I'm trying to re-indexing the Elasticsearch, this means I need to know which stuff that need to be put in, so need to check whether the document is existed, and then I will try to rebuild the relations between them, so all of them actually just all the group related. I mean, epic key is all about epic key, right? It's failed to get the data from. It's failed to get the data from the resource. This means it should be existed in the database, right? But it's not in the resource. So first, I will query for the Mongo database first, you know. So epic key item here. This is where I will just query. So I just put in the epic key ID here. So this is a method I should have. So I can just return it to see its work. Okay, it has no 51 by ID. I will try to search for it in the Mongoose. Yeah, it should have a 5 by ID actually. So or 51, and it should work. And I think it should have an execute part here, which is really necessary. So I will just wait for it to run a. So that's the first thing. I get the by key, and then I get all the groups and user related to it. So I have the data right now. So here I have the ID. So since it has ID, then I will check for it first. If it's available, then if not available, I will throw an arrow. So API status, API key not found, and after that I will query for. I will just query for all the users and the group in that API key. So API key users items here. I will just wait for it. So users, not as. So just file. So I have a lot different method, right? And I'm not sure about the Mongoose. I think I will need to look up for the Mongoose file goose. Yeah, I think I just use the file one here. So what I'm looking for is looking based on the API key ID here, and this is condition actually. So I will look at API key ID, but that is I need to for the file. I think I will need to get the data I need. So projection in file. What is projection? So I don't see any projection here. It should have. Okay, it has a projection. It has a filter and a projection. So for the projection, I only care about. Yeah, I actually I don't care. I only care about the you know what, right? You know that. So I only care about the users actually. So it should be the interface here. Okay, I have some lacking here. That's weird actually. Okay, I will just care about the users. So I keep it slow because I want to it to become a little bit tricky because before I go to any mass production. And so similar with this one, I would call it the group ID here, and I say my idea this one is group items. So so this one I get all the user and group I need. So what I do next is basically I will just create an index for these guys, and you know what, I will check for the app service, because that is where I used to index the API key and indexing the user and stuff, you know. So indexing the users mean that I'm trying to get a service, you know. I'm trying to update the document as well as get the document now and do all the user link and stuff. So the user link is basically defined inside this one when I trying to get group users, and when I try to get group user, basically I'm just looking up yeah, it's rarely happen, you know. It's rarely happen obviously, but the idea is pretty much the same. So this one I don't use any specific tools for this part. This code could be refactored to be a shorter, you know. But for now I won't do that because it will require me some time just to go through it and do some logic, some brainstorming. So for now we just save energy for now. So I will just get for the back key. So instead, so I got the back key here, right? I'm trying to basically I will try to well, you know what, this is probably related to indexing database and the Elasticsearch query, but I will just moving on now. I will create a new index, you know. I'm trying to get the document, and if I'm not successfully doing that, I will just create a document. So here I have sample code here. I have the creating document for the request. So basically it's look through all the API key links here. So the API key links is mean that we can get the user and groups, you know. And what I need to do is I'm going to creating a new group IDs, and okay, I'm just going to create a new OTM here, you know. So OTM of this guy is you know what, is basically a combination of user and group. So this one is mean. Okay, so I have the users, you know. I would change it to ID actually, because the only content I have that here is there is the ID, and here's group. So I have the API key link document ready, and now I'm just going to creating a request, you know. What I do is I create a request for it. So it's a bit lucky, to be honest. I'm going to cancel something out. Just keep it there. So I will have a request here. What its request does is I'm trying to index an API key, so it should be an I will do all things I did it here. So I'm able to search for that. So well, it happens all the time, you know, so I don't really blame things on this. Yeah, array of string. Oh, is that okay, wait a minute. I think this is a bit weird to me. I feel. Well, I wonder where is this coming from. Okay. Okay, so this one is basically I will just go to key ID here. It's ID of the key, and this puts in the group ID in. I've never think about that before actually. And then the key ID is here. So I use any type for for the reason of sorry being is okay. This one is set the body. Okay, I'm going to set the body here. So request for index, request for the body. This is basically the IP doc here. So for the Elasticsearch service, I need to go to the RP to check for the update doc. What I'm doing is I think I should outsource this query instead. So I'm not sure if we have the upsert thing yet, but I rather choose to upsert the document here. I should have that. So what I do here is basically I will just checking if the item is existed. If it's not existed, I will just go into here's the request. Actually, I have the request. I don't need the request anymore. I will just get the document, and if the result is not existed, I will just basically update the document. Otherwise, I will just create the document. And this should happen asynchronously. So this one is answer the document. So I have another method to clear this thing out. So I'll just try for it actually. So I have the Elasticsearch service. I will just after the document and have the request, and that's it actually. I will just return the request for now just to see what's happening. Now I'm going to run the backend service and to see if I can actually make it working. It's going to take some time actually. So what I expect is it has a response error right there, and and that is normal actually, because now I have the third ID here, which is amazing. Now I will just, it has no result. So if I remove this guy for now, because this document going to be okay. I have no idea how to remove this guy actually. So I don't know how to remove this guy, but I'm not sure if Kibana is up and running. So no Kibana here. That's what I assume. Okay. To be honest, I do think about a lot of my life, how I using utilizing all the resource, and that's very important in terms of getting better every day. It's really important. Oh, sorry about that actually, and I don't know how to delete this. So this is basically reindexing a package. have no idea why my wedge is just increasing all the time. Anyways, for the indexing service, I would try to put this method inside this guy here, so it has no issue at all. Okay, it does have some issue. And where's this guy as well. So I will just try to put all the value needed. Why the inject here is not here. It should, okay, it should be in here, this part. Apply by key. That's it. That's look pretty good actually. Okay, I still have some more to import. This guy, the VS Code actually have some time just to run it through. But anyhow, I got everything I needed now. So I will just this is API key. So I should do a reindexing in it. Reindexing the and as well as I need to reindexing all the API key and when I reindexing all the API key, I also need to reindex all the groups and users, because that's basically what I need to do. So this one I don't expect it to return. Yeah, it could return this one. It's good actually. It's really good. So I'm really trying to do the same thing with the users. Releasing users, user ID, and this one is user model, find by key. So this user item, this user, this is user not found, this is key user model. This time I find my user ID here as well. User ID. Okay, I should do this like this. I'll add group ID like that, and this time we just product users, user every key ID, this user group IDs, you know, and this one is user document. We have API key, we have groups, this is user ODM,
Good day to be a dad.
You said that.
Amen to that. You know what makes this day even better? What's that? A beer.
Oh yeah.
I got it. Sit back down. That's a good beer.
Can't complain.
Life is good.
That says so right on my shirt. Well, better check on the grill.
No, you don't.
Because I'm going to check on the grill.
No. Sit back down. Because I'm going to check on the grill.
Well, it's smelling good. I got to take a closer look. That's some good meat. Now I'm gonna smell it again.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Of course, buddy. Go ahead.
Have you ever been to a doctor?
No.
Never once in my life.
But everything hurts all the time, right?
Oh,
It
yes.
says so on the back of my shirt.
Em nhớ tới đi về đấy nhá, không bị em không có wifi.
Okay. Sorry guys about that. Actually, let me just moving on now. And now there's some problem regard to. Okay, I should have a user and group. What is that? Wait a minute. Does this even being used? Hey, what about? Oh, that's very weird actually. Oh, well, you know what? That makes sense to me. So just this time is group model, group item, obviously, group ID, obviously. Let me something change here. Group not found. Group user ID. This time is group ID. This time is group doc. This is the API key ID. This is group OEM. This user. Yep. So I the, well, let me see. To really get the meaning. We don't really use that. Shit, we do have a group user schema here. Right. So for that I think I have to do something with Okay, for room service, for example, I should have a group user providers. So we assign as module here, I have provider here. So I'm just going to go here. Well, I do need to do a lot of code refactoring here. Well, I have a lot of curiosity here. I have a group user, but I don't even notice about that. Yeah, that's a lot of change actually. I don't even have time to test this. The articles they don't really care about. So this one good. So everything is coming green. I'm going to copy the code and leaving for going for class right now. So what I'm do is I'm still missing the article actually. I still missing the articles. So we'll article ODMs. I'm just going to look good flag name. Okay, and how does the follow service get as well? To get author.ids. Okay, that's good. Yeah, this is basically how they do it. And for the article actually I suggest that if it's inside a database, I'm trying to parses from the Mongo database, and I do the very same things like this guy. Oh, so basically I already have this guy, so I would rather choose as absurd for this parse actually. So let it be. I will need to try all the feature first to see it actually absurd document. Like match it, but before I do want to await return await for that. So I want to reindexing. I might have to reindexing. So reindexing article. So ID here. This article. So for article, it should have the module here, which is the article providers, obviously. And for that I will just do the same thing with this guy. So what is inside this article service is that I will have an article here. So got some article item. So I will wait for that. So if it's not now, and now I just convert it to I will just convert the article to load it. So I have the video here. It could be asynchronous, so I'll wait for it. So this one is article video, and then I can just put in the index article here, and that's pretty much it actually. And I just return with this. Yeah, so I think that's it for now. I'm going to complete the code for now. That's a lot of query actually, but that's how it's it. I'm going to go to school now. Talk to you guys later.